50 or 100 years from now, when historians look back on us, what's going to be seen as the defining issue of our time? Is it going to be climate change? Is it going to be political polarization, authoritarianism, technology? I think it's going to be none of these. I think it's going to be what is being called the K-shaped economy, or the economic and cultural divergence of the majority of people and the top 10 or 20% of people, divided by education and increasingly by location. So I think that economic bifurcation is going to be the key issue of our time because it affects all the others. It drives or is driven by political polarization, by social isolation. I think it affects our ability to address the climate crisis. It's driven in complex ways by technology, but it's defining much of what's happening in our current sort of cultural and economic moment. I think the causes for this bifurcation, this K-shaped economy as they call it, are really complicated and interrelated. So it's labor policy, it's regulations on companies and on hiring, it's educational policy and the funding formula, at least in the United States, it's technology and trade, and it's culture. And it's led us to this paradoxical place. We have a lack of skilled workers. So there's, I think in the US, 7 million jobs that are unfilled at the moment, but also a lack of good quality jobs. So we're in this paradoxical place. The causes are complex and interrelated, but here's the key thing. The way that those causes come together and manifest can be really different in different places. So what's happening in Fresno, California, in the Central Valley with an agricultural economy may be very different than what's happening in Beijing or in suburban New York or somewhere else. And so the key takeaway is that solutions to this issue, solutions to wage stagnation and this economic bifurcation, have to be really local and they have to be really systemic because those causes, all those issues are coming together in a unique way in each place. Now, that means that we need what's called cross-sector collaboration, or in simpler terms, people in industry, people in the labor movement, workers themselves, educators, community colleges, nonprofits, community-based organizations, all coming together to identify what the issues are and to brainstorm creative ways to solve them. And the bad news is that's really hard because everyone's got an agenda, everybody's got their own view, their own perspective, which can often be quite narrow. But there's something about that process of coming together that leads to more integral solutions. The good news is that this is happening, and it's happening a lot in California where I'm based. Some examples, there's the $600 million statewide California Jobs First initiative led by the Governor's Office for Business Development, which has divided the state into 13 regions, provided funding to bring together actors across sectors to come up with a jointly owned economic plan that responds to the unique needs of each region. And then those regions become eligible for further funding to create good quality jobs and to help local people get and keep those jobs. There's what's called high road training partnerships. Dalberg is working with Los Angeles County with the Department of Economic Opportunity to manage a $17 million grant fund that provides grants to trainers that help low-income people, people without college degrees, get not just jobs, but good quality jobs. And they have to do so in collaboration with employers, with worker representatives, and others in community. We're seeing a lot of collaboration with philanthropy across sectors into the public sector. So the James Irvine Foundation, which focuses on helping low-income workers thrive in California. The Hilton Foundation has collaborated with DEO on some of these initiatives that I've mentioned. In the healthcare space, the California Endowment, one of the largest philanthropies in the state, is seeding a program that provides training to low-income workers to get decent jobs in the healthcare industry, and requires that trainers come together with employers, with workers, with others in community to create these programs and ensure that they really respond to unique local needs. There's a lot of hard work being done in a new way that's really seeking to address this long-standing issue of the K-shaped economy in new and thoughtful ways. And I really think some of those examples can be a model to other places around the United States, to regions and provinces in other countries for how to do this work right.